When Disney Pixel RPG was announced, it drew interest for a few reasons. First was its art style, taking inspiration from a wide variety of classic gaming eras, and second was its premise, reminding many of Kingdom Hearts and coming while that fanbase is currently in the dark on when to expect its own forthcoming mobile title. Disney has actually been dabbling in gaming nostalgia before this year, with a mock trailer for Disney Pixel Adventure also dropping, but while that is unlikely to ever actually materialize, Gung Ho has actually come through with a playable product. So, what's it like? Disney Pixel RPG is a gachapon title with a completely original story that takes several cues from both Kingdom Hearts Coded and Wreck-It Ralph, about an outbreak of corruptive mimic creatures that are spreading across the worlds of many fictional Disney video games. The player avatar is recruited to take command of a group of summoned characters, originally several variations of Mickey Mouse, and lead them into battle against the mimics, with a short prologue followed up by chapters where the characters visit the individual game worlds. The plot is solid but simple and easy to follow, and one of the very first things that stuck out to me about it was the strength of the script. I've played a lot of new mobile games this year, and all of them have suffered from excessively dry and dull dialogue that could have been machine translated. Despite the very pragmatic title, Disney Pixel RPG actually delivers dialogue that feels true to the characters and like it's written by actual humans. The mini-stories in the individual chapters are also strong, starting with the story of a heroic warrior Princess Aurora and the evil sorceress Maleficent needing to team up and work together in order to maintain the integrity of their story, followed by an amusing look at the way the disparate versions of Mickey Mouse might bounce off one another if put into the same room. It's certainly not deep, but it is effective, and that's enough for a lightweight mobile title. Gameplay-wise, there really isn't much here that you haven't seen elsewhere, but the attention to quality of life features is impressive for a brand new game. You deploy a party of up to 5 characters, each of whom can attack, defend, or use their special move, the last of which properly divides the units into subgroups. Hopefully the game allows you to re-pull the first gachapon with one guaranteed max rarity unit, albeit only one, as many times as you want, so you effectively get to choose which unit you actually want. I re-pulled until I got Baymax from Big Hero 6 purely because I liked that he was in the game, but was pleasantly surprised at how strategically useful he was as an extremely capable healer. Units are enhanced through a typical series of systems, with experience and crafted materials gained through grinding fights. Disney Pixel RPG is the kind of mobile game that allows you to buff up every unit no matter their rarity, but they will still ultimately be separated by the strength of their special attack, so it's best to focus on your high rarity units first and enhance less rare ones to fill holes in your roster. The other major strength of the game is easily in its presentation. The game makes the smart choice of individually uniting the looks of each world, but not trying to make every character unite aesthetically, so it comes across as a proper stylistic choice that they don't fit together. Even with the very limited cutscene direction, the player still easily gets the point that these are not people intended to be interacting with each other, because they all literally look like they belong in different worlds, and each sprite is well crafted to fit into a specific time period. Basically, I was having a great time, and then, only a day after launch, it turned out that I had already completed the available content. The elephant in the room with Disney Pixel RPG is that this is easily the least content I've ever seen a mobile game launch with the story mode cutting off abruptly after only 3 chapters. There is a hard difficulty already implemented, so the player isn't exactly done so quickly, but 3 days after launch I was also already finished with the hard mode, meaning that I have completed basically all of the available game with the exception of the bonus boss stages. There is plenty of grinding I can do, and I probably will. The starter banner is only set to last for the first week, and it's likely that some kind of event content will follow it, but given how little promotion I've seen for this being an officially licensed Disney game, I'm confused about why Disney Pixel RPG is releasing in this state. These games need to make sure the players hit the ground running with worthwhile content that will last them until the first big update, and it genuinely shocked me to realize how little was present here. Sure, there's plenty of avatar customization to do, and it'll take a while to get everyone up to max level, but the lack of stuff to do is going to end up causing a lot of early players to forget the game even exists if it's not being advertised and there isn't more content to keep them coming back. I really like what I've seen so far of Pixel RPG, because despite its basic gacha trappings, it still feels like a well-crafted title created by people who know what they're doing. I think that it's going to find at least some enthusiastic audience, but launching it with so little actual content and with basically no promo is a strange choice that might cause it not to take off the way it could have. Time is gonna have to tell with this one. Noisy Pixel is giving Disney Pixel RPG a 6.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth and subscribe to keep up with all of our future content.
Noisy Pixel.